Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the CASA Corner. Here in my office, getting a little bit different view this afternoon. Normally I do it in the morning, but doing it in the afternoon, I've had a pretty filled day. Wanted to share that with you. I just have spent some time with some parents, and a mom in particular, and I'm always challenged by the really difficult situations that our parents are in. This one particular mom said a very meaningful statement to me. She said, "Rob, how do I get to the place of really embracing the experience of unconditional love where that becomes meaningful? Because in many ways, the stuff that my child is doing, I don't like my child. And it's crushing to say that I love my child, but I don't like my child." To sit with that was really painful. There was a lot of tears and a lot of emotion around that. And as we began to explore and talk about what can you do in those moments where you don't even like the people, you don't trust those people that maybe you feel this unconditional love for. And I wanted to explore what is unconditional love, and more importantly, what can we do about it? There's lots of parents in these situations where at times feeling pretty aggravated, frustrated, resentful, angry at their children, and maybe even others in your life, where it feels almost impossible to say, well, great, I have to love them, but I don't even like them, and the things that they've done are unfair or spiteful, mean, vindictive. I mean, it can be a whole host of things, and the reality is it's incredibly difficult to have love, unconditional love for somebody like that. I like the term that Carl Rogers used many years ago, unconditional positive regard. And what was interesting to me is to do some research really and to study into this concept and discover that moments where you're feeling resentment, maybe you're feeling a sense of anger and feeling that internal conflict, underneath it all is oftentimes emotions of sadness. And this place of resentment or anger can often stem from not looking at what is this process of grief that I have to go through in order to get to let go of those expectations, to let go of what I thought could have been or even fair or what I imagined. This mom used the term with me, disappointing. I'm disappointed in how things turned out. And yeah, that's excruciating, because oftentimes you'll go see someone or talk to your friends or others, and they want to, what I call, compassionately, cognitively challenge it and change it. And when you say really, polarizing things like, I don't like my kids, but I love my kids, people will try to challenge that or change that. And it's really hard to go towards it. In going towards it, I want to talk about really understanding that it's grieving the loss sometimes is really hard. Grieving the loss of you've had a challenging child that is making choices that you won't have the relationship that you thought you might once have. You won't be able to have the kind of trust and intimacy and life that you wanted for them and that you hope for them, and that has to change. And grieving that loss is really tough, because it means something to us as parents that I want to give love, I want to give compassion, I want to share intimacy, and if that's thwarted or their actions are changing that, it's really hard. So what I want to do is just talk about that a little bit right now, just highlight that grieving the loss is oftentimes underneath the frustration around how am I supposed to get to a place of unconditional love or unconditional positive regard, and it's unjust or it's unfair, and that's really difficult. And I can actually see where they're coming from, but it doesn't hurt any less. I think that's the big takeaway. I can understand what they're going through. Maybe they've had trauma or relinquishment or adoption, but it doesn't make it any easier. Rob and therapists, you guys are telling me the right things to do. I'm in a state of pain constantly, and so are they, but it doesn't make it any better. So one encouragement I would say is really getting a place to spend time in empathy, to say, I wonder what it truly is like for them to be in that place, to make decisions that breaks the relationship, to maybe lie or be deceitful or say hurtful things or self-sabotage. I wonder what that's like for them, because I know what it's like for me. It's causing me a tremendous amount of pain. But to sit in a place of empathy and to ask yourself, are they inherently valuable? Despite maybe all of this dysfunctional behavior or all the spiteful things, the manipulation, all of that stuff, are they inherently valuable? And hopefully we all come to the conclusion that people, even though they've done horrible things or wonderful things, we are each inherently valuable for some reason, and to have some empathy. That's a hard place to get, but I really wanted to just share this vlog today with you guys, because I know it's been on my mind that it's crushing how many parents and how many people live with this significant amount of pain in their life, and wanting to have relationship with people, or feeling like there's obligation to love family members, and though there might be a lot of strife and dysregulation and all kinds of drama, that it's really difficult, the loss of that. And to get to a place of just having positive regard for somebody is oftentimes about us establishing our own sense of safety. So thanks for letting me share with you guys, going a little bit longer to share a little bit more content and a step we can take in that. So, all right, well, I look forward to seeing you guys next week, and so we'll be coming at you. Bye-bye.